What's going on, internet, and welcome back to another video. This week I have another canvas painting for you all. That's primarily what I've been working on as of the last couple of weeks. I'm trying to gear up for a gallery show that I'm hoping to have sometime around May or June, but that's going to depend what time slot I can get. It's looking like it could even be a bit sooner, but I'm hoping for May or June so I can have time to get a couple more paintings done and not to have to rush as hard. But the last couple of weeks, I've mainly been looking back at canvases. Towards the end of last year, I was working a lot more on murals, and it's been really great to jump back on canvas and work on some paintings there. So this painting was, or is, my first canvas painting of the year. The original idea was to sort of just start with something that was going to be quite small and basic and just throw myself into it just to sort of hit the ground running. But what ended up happening was I ended up having a slightly larger canvas laying around. I sort of had this idea of this sunflower and skull composition, and I didn't want to spend too much time overthinking it. I just really wanted to jump into a painting as the first painting of the year, and this is what I came up with. So it ended up taking quite a lot longer than I was expecting. The petals and just the colors and the details really just sort of stretch things out, but because of the style I like to paint, I really like trying to capture those details and sort of making it as realistic as I sort of can. So I often get carried away and kind of get bogged down in the details, but I'm really stoked with how it turned out. I had a pretty cool response from everyone who saw it so far, and it sort of made me reinvigorated and excited to push out a couple more canvases and to have another show this year, because the last one went way better than I could have ever expected, and just had an awesome time. So really stoked to be jumping into it and to doing it again. So I'm currently looking at galleries around Fitzroy and Brunswick, for those of you who are in or know of Melbourne. Once I have a gallery and date locked in, you'll definitely hear about it in future videos and on my Instagram. But I would love to see some familiar faces down there and to meet some new ones if anyone's interested in coming down and checking it out. The sort of concept for the entire gallery is this combination and juxtaposition of the mundane and the bizarre. So as you've sort of seen over my videos in the last couple of months, there's been, or probably the last year or so, there's been this shift into sort of, combining and juxtaposing things that do and don't belong together and making them look as if they should. And sort of trying to create these lifelike compositions that are just unrealistic and imaginative, basically. So that's sort of that's the concept for the gallery. There's going to be a few pieces that I have already painted, that I've already uploaded videos for, and by the time the gallery rolls around, there'll be a few that haven't been seen. So yeah, it's pretty exciting times. Aside from that, I'm still sort of waiting on a couple murals for the end of the month that just kept getting pushed back, but that's how these things go when you're working with businesses that are dealing with contractors and they're dealing with their own time frames and trying to push things forward, or they get pushed back. So that's just how things go. So I've got 2 or 3 murals coming up at the end of the month and in early March, which is sort of also why I was hoping for more of a middle of the year gallery to just allow me a little bit more time to get my head around things. And for now, that's about it. I think I'm going to upload a couple of drawing videos similar to the hand and glasses composition that I uploaded a while ago. A couple of painting studies, but yeah, this year I definitely want to get a couple more drawings up on the channel, since that's sort of where I come from. So yeah, that's sort of exciting as well. And in regards to everything else, that's about it. So I'm just going to let the tunes ride the rest of this one out, and I'll catch you in the next video.